So Visi, what you're going to hear about tonight and on this recording is that you're hearing about tonight what the rest of the world will hear about in the next 2 years. I honestly believe, folks, that you're going to hear tonight about a company that's going to become a legacy company. I'm talking an Herbalife, a Mary Kay, an Avon, a Nu Skin, a Melaleuca, USANA, great Isogenics, great companies, okay? But they're done. The market's done. People already know about it. It's not fresh, unique. They're still viable, but you're going to have to roll up your sleeves and go to work to wait for people who've already heard about it or have preconceived notions or whatever. And many people don't want an opportunity. They just want a great product. That's what I've learned. People aren't looking for ways to make more money necessarily. They want to get inspired about, first and foremost, themselves. It's a love affair with yourself. So people buy what they want. And so I'm here tonight to tell you that there are a couple of factors for success that are required in the referral marketing or the direct sales industry. Becoming a conduit for Visi, you have to have these factors in place to be successful. Number one, you need to have seasoned management. If you don't have managers that understand the demands on the direct sales industry, the scaled operations, chain supply, legal, marketing, customer support, international tolerances and compliance to international markets. If you don't have that experience, you don't have that pedigree, you're done. Most companies, 999 out of 1,000 statistically, only one makes it in business after 5 years. The others implode because they can't keep up with growth, because they don't have the seasoned management, or they don't have ample funding. They make the mistake that they can grow their business purely on what's called cash flow. Wrong. When you're growing so quickly, you are going to have capital reserve to invest in more product and in more legal and more issues to keep you viable and sustainable. You have to have a compensation model that's generous, which means it doesn't reward just the super salesman, but the average person that can go and tell 3 people, statistically is 2.8 people according to DSA. You can bring 2.8 people to the company. If you bring 2.8 people to Visi, you're going to be in positive cash flow. If you're still negative, that is costing you more than what you're earning, you're going to quit. Statistical fact. Time, training, and support. You need to have training. You need to have the mechanisms that follow paint by numbers. What do I got to do? I'm excited about a product. I got a result. Now what? Does that make sense? Have a roadmap for success. Instead of figuring out for yourself and blundering along the way and wasting time and money, have to have training and support. You've got an incredible support mechanism here with these great leaders. This is your early pioneering stage. And then timing. You know, honestly, is it a great opportunity to be first to market? Yes, it is. But it's also scary because you're the pioneer. It's daunting. You know, you go to Grand Prairie, there's 8 people involved in Visi in 60,000 people, honestly. You go to Fort McMurray, the hotspot of Alberta right now, there's 10 people in Visi in Fort McMurray. Red Deer, I don't know if there's anyone in Red Deer. In Calgary, there's, it's a ghost town, 100 people maybe, I don't know. My point is that this is an opportunity. I can guarantee you that any major market, you name any market right now, there's a handful at most. They actually run statistics or reports, the company, and they said last month, we're in 43 states. Yes! So where's the other 7? We don't have 1 rep in 7 states, folks. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how my brain works. I'm going, oh my God, this is huge, because this is a real opportunity. So let's talk about the season management. Well, Kent Lewis spent almost 10 years with Nu Skin in Japan, from 0 to $1 billion. Do you think that would be a good experience to take a new market, speaking fluent Japanese, the insatiable appetite for white skin and the cosmetic industry, the explosion of interest in Japan around cosmetics with Nu Skin, chain supply, compliance, legal, marketing, customer support? Would that be a good experience? A yes or yes? Yes. He also has tremendous experience in terms of international markets. He is our CEO and our co-founder. Ample funding. Here's our angel investor, Mr. Perry. Some of you might recall the 2012 presidential campaign in America. I mean, we're the 51st state, so let's just talk what it is. Mitt Romney was one of the presidential candidates but ended up not winning against Barack Obama's second term. Well, Mitt Romney and this gentleman are two of the top 10 businessmen in the state of Utah. Top philanthropists, top multimillionaires that give back to the marketplace. You realize that Mr. Perry, he owns and runs about 60 companies. And he calls Visi his hands-off investment, the best investment of his entire career. Because why? Baby boomers, weight management issues, obesity epidemic, diabetes, the demand for natural solutions, and the fact that we have the solution that plagues North America, plagues the world. He's put some money in, and he is a hands-off investor. Great relationship. He has never stepped one foot in the head offices of Visi. But we have that ample reserve available if we need it. Well, talking about medical evidence, here is the medicine man, Dr. Charles Rouse. He's the lead of our medical advisory board. This gentleman for 50 years has been talking about Mother Nature's pharmacy. Now think, 50 years ago, that puts us back to, what, the 60s, right? Do you think it was popular to talk about Mother Nature's pharmacy back in the 60s and the 70s, the 80s, the 90s? It's just in the last decade that you've learned about what the word antioxidant means, right? Even for me, for my tender young career of only 24 years, almost a quarter century, it was tough. Tough sledding for 15, 16, 17 years. People say, hey, quack doctor, get away from me. Talking about colloidal minerals and chelation, talking about, why our food supply chain is void of core nutrition. Bah, humbug! It's just been the last 8 years I've been making hay, you're making sun, with the sunshine, making hay while the sun shines. The point is that your time to market is perfect. This gentleman has been a best-selling author. He has been a tremendous resource to us, and he is our lead formulator. Dr. Rouse is also a pharmacist, very rare combination. He's also a naturopath physician, and he's responsible for our next few products that we're going to be introducing.